And we're back again after a really long international break with Kapat State of Mind, the first New York-based Liverpool podcast. I have to say that because I feel like we've never fucking said it. All right, so it's good to have the gang back again. I'm here with Mo.
What's going on, guys?
Jeff. Ben.
What's up?
Love it. Still got it. After international break, still got it.
Can't lose it.
All right, awesome. So we returned from international break on Saturday. We have an early kickoff against Newcastle at home. Our last home game for like another 4 or 5 matches, I believe. Yeah, we have a home game, and then we're just away the rest of the way. Anyway, our boys are back from international break. Quick recap on how our boys did. Let's start with our favorite, the Dutch boys. They beat Germany 4-3. They beat Estonia 4-0. Genie had 2 goals during those 2 games. Then obviously the clean sheet for Virgil.
He also had an assist, Gene.
Oh, he had an assist also. That's right. Lovren got on the score sheet against Slovakia in the 4-0. And then he did awful defending against Azerbaijan.
Classic Dejan fashion.
Yeah, he just let this guy just dribble right by him and just
falling asleep.
Yeah,
And then on the other end of the field,
Azerbaijan. That's who it was. Yeah, weird. And then England won 4-0 against Bulgaria and 5-3 against Kosovo. That was an intriguing match. The most expensive defender gave up a really stupid penalty, in case you guys are wondering.
Most expensive defender.
Yeah, and Trent was great. Harry Kane, 2 penalties, obviously.
Bobby had, I believe, a friendly.
Oh, yeah, the friendlies.
I think they lost to Peru 1-0.
Yeah, 1-0, late game. Yeah.
Yeah, it's still, you know.
Yep, so that's what went on during international break. We're back, finally. Yeah. I missed football a lot.
We're back.
It's about
fucking time.
I missed Premier League weekends. I don't know about you guys, but
Weekends, the fantasy, the banter.
We go again against Newcastle on Saturday, early kickoff 7:30. And honestly, in our last couple home games, I would safe to say we've been very, very successful against them. Last 23 home games, we have 19 wins, 4 draws, 58 goals, and 12 clean sheets. So that's pretty cool.
But while we are incredible against Newcastle at home, I can't say that we have we haven't been able to enjoy the same fortunes at St. James's.
Yeah, it's never a tough place.
Not even
different
environment.
Yeah, definitely tougher to play away.
And every single fucking year it baffles me. Newcastle comes to Anfield, it's a fucking joke of a game. We steamroll them 99% of the times, and every goddamn time we go to St. James's Park, we can't fucking break them.
Yeah, they have good support there. They've
unbelievable fan base.
In Tottenham.
Look, to be honest with you,
1-0,
Newcastle specifically this year, everyone is saying, Newcastle. No one's batting an eye at them. Let me tell you something. They are a team that, from the second that all this shit happened to them in the summer, with their owner and
with Rafa
leaving, everything that happened, everyone counted them out before the season even started. You know how many times on Twitter, on Facebook, on Reddit, I saw posts, and Newcastle are going to get relegated. Oh, poll, who do you think is going to get relegated?
Yeah.
The first one is always fucking Newcastle. Let me tell you something. A group of players that's stepping onto the pitch in the Premier League every single weekend with a fan base like the Newcastle fan base, who's already been fucking counted out by 90% of the world who watches the Premier League, they're not going down without a fight. They're coming out swinging. They're coming out hot. They have something to prove.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to get relegated. I don't think they're going to get... Personally, I don't think they'll get relegated. I think they can stay up. I don't think so
either. And I don't think... Look, I don't think... I think we're still going to have a great game against them at home. And I think we're going to, play fine. And we're going to maintain that good record against them at home. But I don't think we should be looking at it just like, it's Newcastle at home,
Definitely never.
Yeah, no, you can't look at
too many. I've seen too much of that.
You can't look at
you can't get too cocky.
You can't look at any
football.
game like that.
Exactly.
We see what happens in the Premier League every week. We're all do the sports predictors. How many times have it been complete opposites?
Right. No. Yeah.
You never know.
I just want to say you like our chances. That's all I'm saying. You like our chances. I'm not going there, and I'm not saying, we're going to steamroll through Newcastle.
I'm not saying that you are.
All right, I know.
Hopefully we will.
Yeah, I would love to, obviously. Yeah. So that's going to be probably part of our easiest part of the next month is going to be Newcastle because we have a really tough September coming up. But back to Newcastle, they do have a new manager, obviously, Steve Bruce. Geff, you were telling me about Steve Bruce.
So he's a grinded-out type of manager. He has history with promoting teams within the championship with Birmingham in 2002 and Hull City in 2012. and had them qualify for Europa League as well. And I think the only issue he's really had is maintaining those teams in the Premier League. Thus, he can, grind it out. He does have a winning mentality, and he's, people do rate him. So keep that in mind.
He's been around forever.
Yeah, he's been around forever. He's
Steve Bruce, dude.
Yeah, he's not. It's definitely. I don't think it's a bad replacement for Rafa, but I think the fans really love Rafa.
I think he's a Geordie as well. I believe, right? Yeah. Steve Bruce. Yeah. So fan favorite.
So let's look at Newcastle's last results, and then let's also then talk about who players that they might be missing.
They have a few injuries.
Yeah, they have a few injuries. All right, so the last couple of results was they started 1-1 versus Watford, 1-0 versus Spurs away.
That was great. That was great.
Yeah, that was
Their marquee signing. One of their marquee signings made a
down.
Yeah, it was really unreal. And then they lost 1-3 against Norwich, and then they lost 1-0 against Arsenal. So they have a draw, a win, and two losses. Well, and then also their injuries. Their captain Fabian Schär, he's probably, I think, their best defender. Mm-hmm. They're saying that him and Miguel Almiron, that they got to see how they train because they just came back. They just played in succession international break. Mm-hmm. But I think they're most likely to play. And a couple players that will definitely be out. Dwight Gale, their new signing, Alan St. Maximin, the guy that wears the Gucci headband.
Yeah.
So he's out. He got hurt the last game. Was taken out early. And then obviously Andy Carroll's still hurt. And Matt Ritchie.
Let me tell you something. The second, and it happened when he was on Crystal Palace, the second I see Dwight Gale on the team sheet, right away, I'm just like, fuck.
He has a thing of scoring against Liverpool. Yeah, he scored a couple.
I think just against Liverpool, just like big teams.
Yeah, against top six probably.
Bangers. Yeah, we can never contain it.
Oh yeah, so that's what we have going on against Newcastle so far. We'll get into lineup predictions in a little bit, but also during international break, what happened actually today? Salah won Player of the Month.
Standard Charter Player of the Month.
Ben, you thought Mane deserved it.
Yeah.
Why?
Listen, Salah. It's hard to really pick which one had a better, had a better month. But you got to look at who was more involved in every single goal, who grinded harder, in my opinion. And when you have stats that line up so similarly, and two players who had very similar impact on our success, you really got to just figure out which one had more of an impact on the whole game.
I personally, if they didn't give this award based off of like actual statistics, it goes to Bobby for me.
Or Fab.
Yeah. Or Fab
locked it down.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Back to back.
Yeah, no, that's.
It's usually an attacking.
He's the unsung hero.
You're giving it to a guy with stats.
Well, yeah, exactly. But still, if it didn't, Bobby would be my guy.
Based on the criteria, Salah deserves it.
Yeah, three goals,
and the work ethic as well.
Yeah, he's been great since preseason.
Very hungry.
Honestly, I completely agree with yours. With the same that you said about Mane deserving it over Salah. Look, there were a couple times last season where I completely agreed. I 1,000% would have agreed with you.
Yeah.
In this specific, for August of 2019, I think Salah has put in one of his most effort-filled months. The first season, his first season with us, he was scoring goals left and right. Everything he touched was gold. And that was a good season for him. But everything came to him that season.
Great season.
Last season, still unbelievable. Yet he was off. He was
off.
A lot more off. Yeah, off, and he was still fucking incredible
because of his high expectations.
But the point is that last season, I felt a bunch of times that he just wasn't putting in the work. He wasn't putting in the effort. He was being a little selfish. Mm-hmm. He made poor decisions. It wasn't clicking for him. It wasn't working for him. Happens to every player in the history of the game. Yet he still managed to tie for Golden Boot.
Right.
Unreal.
Yeah.
This August, and especially in the last few matches, for preseason also. Wow.
Yeah,
unreal. He looks like
he's hungry.
He looks like you took Salah and put like a fucking Dirk Kuyt mentality in his head. This guy's running around all over the damn place. He's up, he's down, he's defending, he's attacking, and he's. It's like as if you added like a sort of a workhorse attribute to him now. I didn't see that last season. Right. I really didn't. Some of you guys might disagree with me. I didn't see that.
Yeah, I saw. No, he tracked back on defense enough times.
No, he did.
No, yeah,
he still does. He still does.
Yeah, he still does. He was always. I don't. You're not calling him lazy. Obviously.
No. I'm not calling him lazy. I'm just saying now you can see the added hustle.
Okay, I have a question. All that being said about Salah and how he's looked this year, let's go back. Let's bring it up again. That incident with Mane, where he didn't pass.
Okay.
Maybe that's why I kind of lean towards.
No. I'm not even talking about award, like a wise.
Yeah, no.
Do you, knowing how Salah's looked this year and how hungry he's been looking at goal and attacking and shooting, don't you? Me personally, I do, but don't you want Salah to be taking that shot?
Yeah.
Like, don't you want him to?
Absolutely not.
Really, I'm not mad at him that he didn't
What are we
pass.
talking about?
I'm talking about when he didn't pass
Against Burnley.
when he could have passed.
Okay.
But what is Salah?
You
though?
know what? Listen,
Why is he won Golden Boot 2 years in a row?
No, I
this is what he
understand
does.
that. We always.
Oh, of course, and that's a number 9 for you. You know, he's a striker. Not that he plays as a number 9, but that's what he does. He's a finisher. He's a goal
Right.
scorer, and every single good striker, forward, number 9, whatever you want to call them in the history of soccer, has been, to a degree, selfish. But when you're playing in a system like Klopp, on an opportunity like that, when you're not completely, when you're not daylight away from the other team winning 4 or 5 nothing that you could take the shot, you have a player 5 feet in front of you.
It's
wide fucking open.
I say
very
now-
situational.
On his right foot. What are you thinking twice about?
Yeah, no, of
that
course.
and he picked up his head. It's not like he didn't see Mane
Yeah.
there. It's not like it was too quick. It's not like there was a defender who would have taken
Yeah.
it. That specific instance, he should have 1,000% passed it to Mane. But all the people talking, saying he's selfish, he's this, he's that. Do you know how many assists he has for Mane specifically? Not only that. Listen, maybe the past game or two he's had a few selfish moments, and I've realized that too. But that's coming out of frustration. That's coming out of I'm putting in so much goddamn
I don't
effort.
even
I'm
think
not
it's
getting
selfish.
anything.
I don't even think it's selfish.
No, that I'm sorry.
That
That instance
pass-
against
listen, hold on.
Burnley was 100%
That-
selfish. Don't at me anybody.
That no pass, yes, selfish. Half the time, aren't we all sitting here saying, "Yo, why don't we shoot from outside the box? Why don't we take more shots? Why don't we get the ball in? We're always losing the ball on that last pass, and we're avoiding that. Now we're looking at it saying, you know what, he should have passed it. You know, maybe that situation, yes.
I think
all
you're talking
other times,
about two different things that are completely
No.
unrelated.
I'm giving you. What do you mean? How many times have we say Salah should have either made that pass or taken that shot? Made the pass, take that shot. We always lose the ball in the last pass.
so this
Not
is
in
what
a
I'm saying.
situation like that, though.
That's why I'm saying it's situational. That I agree. The no
Guys.
pass was selfish. Half the other times when we're talking about Salah,
let's summary.
we want him to take those shots.
What I think Ben means by situational, like tell me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
But I think what was the score at that point? Can someone tell me?
2-0?
2-0, and it was at the end of the game.
3.
No, it was 2. Maybe 3?
I don't remember.
I don't remember. I think it was 2.
Okay, whatever it was,
late,
I
and then
whatever it
money got
was,
taken.
whatever it was, it was fairly comfortable lead at the time.
2-0 away at Burnley is hard.
I think it was
Nothing
late
to
in the
be-
game. I think it was late in the game.
I could find out.
Yeah, it was in the 80th minute because that's when it was like past the 80th when like Origi was getting subbed on and all this stuff. What I'm saying is maybe, and I feel like I'm saying I'm okay with it because we ended up winning 3-0, but I think in a situation where it's not as close of a game so late in the game, yeah. If we didn't get the result we wanted, yeah, you're like, yo, you should have fucking made that pass.
Yes.
Should have made that pass.
Exactly.
But because, and even then, but even after the fact, this is what Salah does. He scores goals. This is why he leads in Golden Boot. And you do want him. He's not a selfish player. It's a selfish moment, if you will. I don't think you can call a striker selfish because that's what he's on the pitch
It's
for.
just a hungry mentality.
100%. I'll be honest.
That's
with
what
you.
he's on
I'll
the
be
pitch for.
honest
9 out
with
of
you.
10
though.
times you say shoot. We yell shoot at the TV.
But if you have somebody open, you sell.
But when
Make that pass.
when we're yelling shoot at the TV, Ben, the one thing that you're not putting together is that we're talking about it when we can't break the team down and we're passing around the box back and forth and going back to Virgil and just hanging out around the box. So like, yo, Fab, shoot, Millie, shoot, someone take a fucking shot. You're not talking about when Salah's dribbling into the fucking box where
Sitting
there's
up.
3 fucking people in the box and it's just him and Mane. It's him and Mane versus 3 defenders. You're
Yeah.
not talking about a situation like that. Yo, shoot from outside the box because when we're in a situation like that, a shot always comes off.
It's not the outside the
A
box
shot always comes off
It's
when
the-
we're in a situation
How
like
many
that.
times is Salah in the box and he loses the ball on that last pass and we say shoot the fucking ball?
All right.
How many times does that
It's
happen?
not a pass.
We lose the ball. on
Jesus,
that last
guys,
touch.
all I
We
wanted
tried
to talk about is that he won Player of the Month.
Yeah, we
There
tried to
have
walk the
been-
ball.
Jeez.
We tried to walk the ball into the goal 9 out of 10 times.
There have been instances, in my personal opinion, where Salah and Mane also, as a matter of fact, have taken on shots that, if they were in big games with a slightly different scoreline, they would have mattered a lot. Both of them have been caught more than once, making an not every player does it, but an incredibly stupid decision. Not something I expect from Mane and Salah. Maybe it's because I hold them to such a high degree because I think they're two of the best wingers in the world. But that's just me. I don't think there's any reason for anybody to call Salah selfish after that, even though he was in the wrong. Mane deserved to be frustrated. He still shouldn't have bugged out the way he did on the bench.
He's emotional.
Bar none, end of discussion.
Nice. That was awesome, guys.
That was a nice way to finish
Nice,
it.
nice. Awesome. No,
Did
that
it.
was really good.
He-
Anyway,
Yeah.
let's go. Let's get into lineup predictions. Okay.
Same lineup.
All right. I'm gonna disagree. Okay. First of all, I also want to mention that Allison is doing light training. He was in Melwood, and according to Matic of I forgot who he writes for. He said that David Matic said that he's expected back hopefully by the end of the month, bearing no setbacks. He should be back at the end of the month, and that would be great. Still no update on Keita. I guess we have to wait on that. That being said, okay, I'm actually not going with the default 11.
I don't think you can.
I'm not going with the default 11, and I'll tell you why. 9-14 Newcastle home, 3 days later Napoli away. I think he wants to put out a stronger team for the Champions League game rather than Newcastle at home. That's my guess. I think...
So maybe Hendo doesn't play. Hendo played a lot for England.
Yeah, he played for
It
England
was
a lot.
great. I don't know if we touched up on that, but he was
Hendo
great.
Hendo was very good. He bossed the
was.
mid. Trent was also great.
Great.
So I think for
didn't think of
Newcastle, I think for Newcastle, I think he's gonna go with Virgil. I think Gomez starts. I think Gomez starts against Newcastle with Trent on the wings.
Not a bad shout.
I think Gomez starts. I think Ox starts.
Because he's going to rest Genie.
Ox is gonna
Definitely.
start.
I think he's gonna start Ox, and I think he's gonna go Ox, Millie, and Fab. That's what I think he's gonna do. Ox, Millie, and Fab. I think is what I think it's gonna be. We had that mid. I think.
Late in the Champions League.
No. It was this year.
No, 2 years ago.
What game did Ox start for us this year? Where he started a game for us this year where it was the game before his extension. He got a whatever. So
Wasn't it in the Super Cup?
No.
It was a very non. Actually, he played the wing that game. Sorry, he played left wing that game. What game was that where he played left wing? The first game of the season. No,
No, he didn't play against Norwich.
where Mane didn't play.
No. That was...
Origi started.
Right. Anyway, that's what I think he goes with. I think he goes with Millie, Fab, and Ox. Same front three. That's what I think. So what I say, we have the same front three. We have a mid of Fab, Millie, Ox, Gomez at center back. That's what I think you should go with. And then you go back to your default against Napoli.
Okay, so you give Genie a rest. Who's played
Genie gets a rest,
internationally.
Hendo gets a rest, and Matip gets a rest. I don't know. He might start Matip. Matip didn't play.
He might start Gomez as a right wing, as a right back, and let Trent rest.
He might.
Yeah.
You know, I don't. But I don't. You know what? He might not start Hendo. I see that. You know.
I think he may swap up besides Fab, the Genie and Hendo with Ox
Did
and
Fab
Millie.
play in the friendlies? No, right? For Brazil.
No, he didn't
No.
play.
No.
He never got called up.
No,
Dude,
he got
honestly,
called
don't
up.
be
No,
so.
he was on the. He was on
Yo,
the. was on the
he's
bench.
not gonna start Lallana. No, he's not gonna start Lallana.
I fucking hope
Can you,
that.
can you imagine he's so
Yo, I'd be so okay with him starting Ox or Shaq. Like Shaq just been back hustling.
Yeah, I mean,
You
yeah,
reward him now.
dude,
This is the game you reward him in.
I would love that.
You know?
I would love that.
I wouldn't mind him starting over Salah.
What do you guys think? What are your
Would that
lineups?
be crazy to want like a late like
Geff.
Brewster sub?
I think
He's not making the team.
it's gonna be possibility of Gomez for Trent, but I do think Ox is definitely in that lineup, and it's debate if you want to start Millie over Hendo. I would like Hendo to start.
Right. Our front three were there the whole time.
Yeah.
When did England play last? Tuesday. It was
Tuesday.
5-3?
Tuesday, yeah.
5-3 versus Kosovo. No.
Yeah.
Correct.
Tuesday. So he's had 4 days, and training. 2 days in training.
No, they trained today.
Yo, he's gonna rest Hendo. If he wants Hendo for Tuesday, he's not gonna make Hendo play three
Yeah, he's
games
gonna
in
rest him.
3 games in 7 days.
Yeah, I think so. He's played every game. It's about time he gets a rest.
no way. No way
He did
playing
pick up
3
a
games in
knock
7 days.
against Burnley.
Who?
Hendo. But he played against. He played in England.
Two
Yeah, he
games-
still
2
played.
games,
Yeah,
England?
yeah,
Yeah. Yo, wait. That's 4 games in like 10 days.
yeah. I think.
He's gonna rest him.
No,
I think he's gonna give the players. I mean, Virgil also. He's gonna. I don't know. I don't know what he's gonna do. What do you think?
I think he's gonna go with the same back line. I think he is gonna start Gomez, whether that be for Matip or
Trent.
Trent. I don't know yet. I think we're definitely gonna see Millie start. I think one of Genie or Hendo is gonna make room for Ox, and Fab is gonna be where he is. I don't think he's gonna start a game without Fab. Players like Fab, Bobby, Mane, Salah are players that you only, there's no game in the season that you don't start them unless you can't start them. And they're players that you look to be taking an early lead and take them off afterwards.
Yeah.
I would rather go out full strength right now against Newcastle, be 3-4 up by the 65th, take them off. I wouldn't care if 65th minute we're up 3-0, he took off the whole front three and put on a brand new front three. It wouldn't matter to me.
All right. Well, that's what we got going on for this episode before we return back to action. I'll take us away.
So yeah, guys, thank you for joining us. Thank you for coming out. Episode, what are we on? 14 now?
This is 14.
Episode 14, Kappa State of Mind.
So
Shout out Princess Remy.
Captain's number.
We love you guys. Join us back
And
Saturday, post-match. We got the ratings. We got the highlights. We got it all for you
This
right
will
here.
be episode number 2, technically, on our YouTube channel. So this is our
it's gonna be
second
on YouTube.
video.
Follow, subscribe, like, give us all some love.
Oh, you
Shout out Princess
You
Remy.
gotta take that out.
No, I was gonna need a lot of love.